Hi guys, today I'm with the cast crew of Evil Dead the Musical, My Dream. What was your favorite part about performing Evil Dead the Musical?
My favorite part is that I get to do singing, dancing, and acting, but also character work. So in the beginning, Linda's this nice, sweet girl, gets to sing a fun song. She takes a little break, comes back as evil, takes another break, and comes back and dances her butt off. So it's a lot of fun to do.
I'd have to agree with everything, but I'll also say dying about 4 times is pretty fun. That's a good one. And Necronomicon, getting to perform that with all my demons is a really good time. So I was glad I got to be the little pack leader of that. So this was great.
I have to say, I think the audiences really make the show. We get a different audience every night, and so depending on the audience, you get some audience participation, and then that can really affect how fun or the vibe of the night. So yeah.
That's pretty cool. Oh my god. I thought it's just a dream. I'm like, wow. So, second question. The show blends horror and comedy perfectly. Do you prefer scaring the audience or making them laugh?
I don't know. Both are a lot of fun. I think that I like to scare them where it starts as a scare and then turns into a laugh. So a bit of both.
I'm just 100% laugh. I don't like scaring anybody. I just like going for the giggles. Right?
Question. It's a good one. I think for a stage show, I think comedy, but if you really get to if it's not a stage kind of thing, then I think more the scaring is more fun because you get real up and close and personal. So yeah.
Do you have a favorite line or scene in the show that always gets big reaction from the audience?
Definitely getting decapitated. There's nothing like it. Nothing like it.
So all of my lines have a lot of curse words in them. So I'm trying to think now. The punchline of dying and saying death is pretty fun. It's a good one.
I have so many lines that I don't know. What do y'all think?
Watch the Discovery Channel.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Taking bites out of people's flesh.
Yeah.
Tissue.
I think. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
I do. No.
I don't know.
You take a bite? Please don't.
Anything you can really mess. I was gonna swear, but I won't. But anything you can just really just do whatever you want, kind of thing is fun. So yeah.
The splatter zone is legendary. Have there been any fun or unexpected moments with the audience in the area?
Yeah, we've had a few people that came in wedding dresses, so that was crazy. Yes, I don't know if they were their real wedding dresses or not, but so they are.
There was one girl who commented on a Facebook post saying, "I'm coming this Saturday in my wedding dress in the splatter zone." So
yeah, crazy.
With divorce.
Yes, I know. We're I don't know how the marriage went.
Would have been a bad omen on the wedding, I think.
And we had we think they maybe were the real Backstreet Boys, but there were these guys in these full white suits. It's so that's always fun when people wear crazy things.
The wedding dresses is the top. I don't know if I could do. Although it's funny, the unexpected thing for me is when they think the blood is done and they start taking off the ponchos, and then we come out with the guns. It's pretty fun and unexpected for them, so that's always a good time.
You always get all of it. So I can say there was one time we had one guy who ran onto the stage. It wasn't during any time we were with the splatter zone, but he did run onto the stage.
And he probably realized how slippery our stage is.
Yeah, he can get really slippery. Yeah, so we think he was really drunk, but anyways.
If you could play any other character in Evil Dead the Musical, who would you be and why?
That's a good question. I think I would have fun playing Ash. If they ever do a gender bent casting, I think Ash. one of the most physically demanding roles. He's on stage all the time. Aaron or Ash does a great job. I would have fun trying that out.
Okay, two-parter though. So gender bent, Cheryl. Yeah. I would really like to play Cheryl.
You'd have
but if not, the fake Shemp's a good time. I just want to be back there messing with people and the ghost dad and all the other stuff that he does. It's great.
Beaver. Just not go.
Yeah.
That's all I want to do.
So you'd have to play Scott.
No, just Beaver. I have the princess track. Yeah, the moose too. Beaver and moose. You know what? Beaver and moose.
Puppet master.
Yeah, puppet master. Yeah. That would be a blast. Yeah.
Yeah, puppet master. How did you mentally prepare to step into such an over-top high energy every night?
That's a good question. I sleep a lot. I try to sleep in as late as I can on show days just to conserve all the energy. Because on our 2 show days like tonight, we probably won't get to bed till 2 or 3 a.m. So sleep when you can and leave it all out on the stage.
Yeah. Connect with the energy of your cast. We run the blood fight before the curtain every time, and we just do it fun and goofy and strong, and we really just vibe off of each other's energy, and I think it wakes us all up and gets us ready for the show.
Yeah, I have to agree with Rob there. It's definitely the vibe of the cast. We're all there to support each other, and if someone's feeling kooky, then we're all feeling kooky. And if you're not, we'll get you there. So yeah, we always have a little fun backstage before.
Are there any backstage ritual or tradition to cast follow each performance?
There's a couple.
We won't go into total detail, but we have some pranks. We have David Fox, our fake Shemp understudy. He is the master of pranks, and just when we think we've seen it all, we've now done probably we're getting close to doing 100 shows. In the end, we will have done 106 shows, and he has come up with about 106 different pranks to pull on people, and so we have a lot of fun backstage.
I second it.
Yeah.
David Fox rips us apart in the best ways possible. We just give each other energy or mess with each other all backstage. That's the ritual. Anything?
Yeah.
That's classified.
Was it? Yeah. Obviously, yes, the David pranks are amazing. Aaron and Aaron plays Ash. We tend to find a moment to try and sneak in a little to each other whenever we can, some fart jokes. So it might not be a ritual, but it definitely feels like it's important to have in the show. Throughout the cast, if no one got a fart joke in, then
we gotta get one.
It
wasn't a good show. But yeah.
What do you think makes Evil Dead the musical so beloved by fans, and after all these years,
I think it's just really unlike any other show out there. The fact that, like you mentioned, it mixes horror and comedy, and just the splatter zone is something so unique. The zombies, a lot of shows don't have 3 crazy dance numbers right back to back at the end of the show like ours does. It's a whole mixture of ridiculousness, kookiness, but also great choreography, great music. So it's just very different than anything else, and I think that's why people are drawn to it.
I wholeheartedly agree, so I second all of that. And just from the vibe of the connection between cast and audience, I think it feels like we're all in on the same inside joke together, and it really feels like the musical built a community that made it special. So it really, really feels energetic that way and special.
Just to add to what you've already said, because that's all true, I think what has people coming back too is that things are slightly changing a little bit. So the script has adapted a little bit. Some lyrics have changed just to fit it and make it more relevant. We've got the blood this year has been upgraded from what it used to be. They used to be different. So yeah, that's what keeps it different and keeps people coming back, because it'll never be the same.
Do you have any funny or memorable bloopers that happens on stage during a performance? I'm sure you guys have some.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
there's definitely been some. I think my biggest blooper was when I I come out as evil, and then I'm not evil for a moment, and then I'm evil again. And when I was coming back on for my reveal that I was evil again, I just totally slipped and fell on my butt. And you know what? I think I played it off that most of the audience maybe just thought, oh, she's just being a demon. But Aaron that plays Ash, very much, he's looking for me up here. And then he realizes, wait, she's down there. What? But yeah, so that was kind of crazy. But there's been a few other little goofy moments.
Yeah, I mean, slips is inevitable, I think, with the blood. I've fallen many a times on my butt. Very bloody. I had a recent one, just it was a choreography blip where I just looked the complete wrong way and left Ash in the dust. And I looked back at him and he was like, just looking at me with a silly face. So I think little ones here and there, but like just the usual stuff. Nothing crazy stuck out for me. You got
that wasn't my worst one. There was one time where, the Necronomicon to the end, where all the demons have their big dance. I forgot to put my mask on. So everyone was evil and Linda was just normal Linda, and it didn't really make sense. And I didn't know until halfway through. I go to do a lift with one of the other cast members and he goes, "Where's your mask?" But I had no time to go get it, so I just tried to do really weird faces so that people didn't notice. But that was my biggest blooper.
They all noticed.
That was a good one, yeah.
You guys change. You have at the end a shop smart.
Like 20 seconds.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we have people backstage helping, so that's what. But I had a recent one. It was okay. Well, so there's a moment where Cheryl bites Ed, and then spits it out. And so it's a piece of watermelon. But one time the watermelon just actually wasn't good, and I could not contain in myself that it tasted so bad. It had gone bad. So when I spat it out, actually, it was just it tasted horrible. And then Charlie, who plays Ed off stage, was actually laughing so loudly because, and it was
we all heard him laugh.
He's not supposed to make a sound. He never makes a sound. So, but yeah, it was a horrible watermelon. It was so bad. And yeah.
Last question for fans who haven't seen the show yet. How would you describe Evil Dead the musical in just 3 words?
3 words. You go first this time.
No, wait. No, hang on.
The best time.
Yeah.
Eat that.
Yeah. Bloody good time.
All right. Now we're one-upping each other.
Prepare yourself. Yeah.
Prepare yourself. Yeah. Yeah. Rawr. Oh my god. Thank you guys so much. That was just amazing. And yeah, picture time. Yeah.